Did you know among my age group, in the year 2017, 3 years ago, suicide was the #2 leading cause of death? Somebody's got to do something about that. Somebody's got to do something about that. So that's my calling. My calling is to give hope. What makes me sick and tired helps me to wake and heal the world. I'm sick and tired of depression and suicide, so that's why I give hope to the world. So what's the thing that makes you angry? You say, someone should do something about that. That might be your calling. How do I find my calling? A lot of you want to go to college and you can't. You're doing online school, which makes us very happy because we get Bailey for longer. My niece who sings here, and you might be at a place you're like, I'm doing online school. I'm not around my peers. I feel confined during the coronavirus. How do I find my calling? Or whatever age or stage of life you're in, that's a big question people often ask is, how do I find my calling? What is my gifting? What is my destiny? Why was I born? Why should I wake up in the morning? I want to start off by teaching you a Japanese word, which is kind of unique because I've been studying Greek a lot, so you're going to hear a lot of new Greek words in these next sermons. But what I really love about this Japanese word is it's one of the powerful words in any language, really, and it's the word ikajai that I've been studying for a few years. This word ikajai is the Japanese word, this is true, for the thing that makes you get out of bed in the morning. How sick is that? Like, we don't have a word for that in English. The word ikajai in Japanese is the word that is used for the thing that motivates you to get up in the morning, that propels you to get up in the morning, that causes you to get up in the morning. So what's the thing that gets you out of bed? That in Japanese is your ikajai. It is your purpose. It is your calling. But a lot of times we only think in terms of what's going to make me happy. And you should, don't get me wrong. Like, the priests had to wear linen. They should go where it's cool. They weren't supposed to sweat for the presence of God. They weren't allowed to wear wool, which makes you sweat and is itchy. They were supposed to be linen, which is cool and light. I always say, if your walk with God is difficult and hard, you're doing it wrong. The yoke is easy. The burden is light. So there is that element of, yes, do what's cool. Go where the shade is. The psalmist said, the Lord is the shade at my right hand. The children of Israel would follow the pillar, not only of fire by night, but of cloud by day, where it was cooling them off from the desert sun. They're leaving Egypt, wandering around Mount Sinai. It's not just what's cool, though. It's not just what makes you joyful. It's not just what makes you happy. Also, you can find your calling by what makes you angry. Like, what is the thing that makes you sick and tired? Watch this. I wrote this down today because this really hit me. What makes you sick and tired will heal and wake the world. So the very thing that makes you sick will paradoxically be the thing that helps you heal, and the very thing that makes you tired will paradoxically help you to wake up the world. You see, do you ever find yourself at a place in life where you're like, somebody needs to fix that problem? Like, why isn't anybody talking about this? Why isn't anybody doing anything about this problem? I'm sick and tired of this problem, and no one seems to be doing anything about it. Maybe that's your calling. The very thing that makes you sick and tired, like, somebody should do something about that. Maybe you found your calling right there. What makes you sick will help you heal the world. What makes you tired will help you be an alarm clock for the soul and wake the world. So it's not just what makes you happy or what's linen or the cloud that you're under, the shade at my right hand. Is the Bible talks about all these things as well. It's also what makes you angry. If you read the prophets, when they were decrying the social injustice of their day, they were pretty angry. They were sick and tired, but that was their prophetic mantle. That was their calling. So what makes you sick and tired will often heal and wake the world. Do you ever look around and you say, I wish somebody would do something about that? You want to know what makes me sick and tired? Depression and suicide. That's what makes me sick and tired. So the thing that makes me sick and tired, help me find my calling. And I'm like, I got to give hope to the world. Somebody's got to fix this problem. Like, still to this day, I'm always passionate about it. But still to this day, it's like, everybody's trying to find, is Sputnik 5 going to cure the coronavirus? Like, Russia found Sputnik 5. Did they pioneer this just like they pioneered in outer space? And, you know, maybe the moon was all fabricated because the earth is actually flat and we tried to bankrupt the Soviets' nuclear missile arsenal and tank their economy. So really just faked the space race so that Russia would waste all their resources elsewhere while we were planning our military nuclear weapons so there would be no more Bay of Pigs and Cuban Missile Crisis. I don't know if you're a conspiracy theorist, but I will say this. The fact of the matter is I have no idea why I was just talking about that. Why were we talking about the moon? Why were we talking about the Russian missile crisis? I don't remember, but I will say this. What makes, Sputnik 5, sorry, that's what I was talking about. Sputnik 5. So the Russians are pioneering, now they're not only pioneering in space in JFK's day, but now they're pioneering in medicine, and they're claiming to be the first nation that found a cure to the coronavirus that came out of China. Whoever said one person couldn't change the world never ate an undercooked bat. But basically, what happens is in the wet market, like the Russians are saying, we found a cure, Sputnik 5. And so many people are passionate about finding a panacea and a Penthea cure-all for coronavirus. So many social activists are trying to cure HIV and AIDS. So many medical scientists are rightly trying to cure cancer. But we need more optimistic who are going to cure suicide. Did you know among my age group, in the year 2017, 3 years ago, suicide was the #2 leading cause of death? Somebody's got to do something about that. Somebody's got to do something about that. So that's my calling. My calling is to give hope. What makes me sick and tired helps me to wake and heal the world. I'm sick and tired of depression and suicide, so that's why I give hope to the world. So what's the thing that makes you angry? You say, someone should do something about that. That might be your calling. Ben Courson here. Thank you so much for watching my new YouTube channel. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with all your friends, and hit that bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. May the hope be with you.